Today we're going to talk about the difference between how you train for a pre-cal class and how you train for a calculus class. Pre-cal training and calculus training are extremely different, and here's why. In most schools, the pre-cal class is just a disaster. Pre-cal just means before calculus. Pre-calculus just means before calculus. And pre-cal classes generally consist of just a random amalgamation of unrelated topics. You got combinatorics in there, you got trigonometry in there, you got exponential growth and decay in there. I mean, those things have nothing to do with each other. They're just like jammed together essentially at random. And one of the many problems with that is that if you do that kind of training, it gets you into a particular habit. Specifically, it gets you into the habit of learning a subject, kind of thinking of it as a cohesive, closed subject, learning the stuff for the test, and then kind of putting it away, forgetting about it, whatever, and going on to the next subject. And in pre-cal, you don't really look for the connections between the topics because most of the time, there are no connections between the topics. It's a random assortment of unrelated topics. Calculus is the most extreme opposite of that. You couldn't make anything more different from that than calculus is. Calculus is just two topics. You got derivatives and you got integrals. And guess what? One of the topics is the second topic, integral, is just the first topic backwards. So you really just have one topic. So doing well in calculus means that you need to look at the whole year as one single unit. Now I'm going to give you 2 tips that are going to help you dominate calculus this year. And the 2 tips are about what 2 things you should remember no matter what. What 2 things you should literally never forget. All right. When you look at calculus errors, almost every error that I see a student make comes from just forgetting one of 2 rules. The first one is called the chain rule. As soon as you learn the chain rule, you need to just be about the chain rule. You need to get yourself a big giant chain to wear around your neck to remind you of the chain rule. The second thing you need to remember is something called the product rule. And again, as soon as you learn the product rule, you got to make your life about the product rule. That's it. If you can be amazing at the product rule and amazing at the chain rule, never forget to do them ever, be super amazing at them, make them your North Star, make them your new religion, make them your biggest passion in the world, make them, when colleges ask you what's your biggest passion, it should be the chain rule and the product rule. That's what I'm talking about. So if you can make the chain rule and the product rule what your life is about, then it's going to help you this year dominate calculus. Now listen, if you want tutoring or help on any part of calculus, whether it's, you just need help on one problem, or you're like, I don't have any idea what's going on in this calculus class, somebody rescue me. Whatever it is, we can help you out here at Vora Method. If you want to learn more about our programs, check us out at voramethod.com.